if someone realizes they're not there yet, they maybe don't have the reflection, or maybe they don't like to go through big change and to challenge themselves all the time, can they still learn how to do this?
Absolutely. We are not fixed. So all the neuroscience and the MRI scanning has proven, thank goodness, well, you and I have always believed, which is that people keep growing throughout their life and keep learning all through their life. And so we're not kind of written off at age 20 or whatever, as you're now an adult, that's you fixed, which was an old fashioned view about what happened when you got to adulthood. So no, we can continue to grow and we continue to learn, and we can continue to learn how to view the world in a different way and to be able to do things in a very different way too. So our capacity can keep on growing. And I think that's something that's really important for all of us, because when we're young, we're in an environment where we're encouraged to learn and try new skills and be brave and do different things. If you think about when you're studying at school, you're learning a whole range of subjects, and you're doing sports and you're doing art and you're doing theatre and music, a whole range of stuff. And then when an adult comes, we're kind of responsible for doing all ourselves. And I think that's one of the things we should challenge ourselves, which is, how do I broaden all the things that I'm learning about? How do I give myself my own learning curriculum to see what I can pick up, what might be interesting? So I love going back to the taxi drivers. I always remember a program called Who Wants, I think it was called, I can't remember. Anyway, a taxi driver won it. And it was a program where you had to know lots of general knowledge. And this taxi driver was amazing with his general knowledge because he read so much. And you just think, really? But those are good things. So I think everybody, whether you're a cashier, whether you're a taxi driver, a lawyer, an investment banker, a recruiter, you or I, we can be learning about lots of things. There's so much, and that will just help that overall thing. So it'll help you in your day-to-day job. Don't know how, but it will somehow. It gets those brain cells going,
Yeah, you
makes us
start
more
learning
elastic.
how to learn and how to reflect
Yeah,
and how to get better every day, even if it's smaller things.
exactly.
Um, my partner went to Brazil for a dentistry thing, and what he came back with, he was kind of fascinated. People there were trying, the ones he was in touch with, they were trying to use, for example, if they were right-handed, they were trying to use and do things with their left hand. So
Yeah.
they would get better to doing something they've never done before and activate other pathways to doing things, or try to learn the language of the people that were there. So they were always challenging themselves, and because they didn't have the right tools to do what they had to do in dentistry, they were all the time tinkering with what they had, and every time
Yeah.
came up with something new, some new tools to do things that they had to do and to solve the problems that they were facing. So he came back quite fascinating by this mindset of, hey.
Yeah. I think it's fabulous. And I think we're seeing quite a lot of that in Africa, because somebody came back from Africa, a colleague recently, and was saying the things that you see people producing with old tires. So these are tires that just removed, they no longer work on vehicles anymore. And then they're making them into all kinds of things: chairs,
Mhm.
swings, shoes. Um, all sorts of handbags, and you just think the creativity
Mhm.
of taking something that here we wouldn't dream of doing that. And I think it's that anybody could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will be shifting. I think there will be professions. I don't think, even if taxi drivers at some point maybe will go away, cashiers will go away, warehouse
Yeah.
workers or recruiters or whatever, they the jobs will be taken by AI. I think other jobs will be created for sure. But there is this period of ambiguity and uncertainty we all have to deal with.